As an audiovisual end user, keeping your system documentation up to date can be a chore. However, doing so can save you time and money in the long run. So in this video, we're going to teach you exactly how to read your audiovisual drawings and document any changes in less than 5 minutes. Hi, I'm David with Aero AV Group. Before we explore some drawings, let's talk quickly about why documentation is so important. Beyond a smooth installation and daily operation, having your system thoroughly documented saves you time and money in two ways: error troubleshooting and future expansion. Now, for error troubleshooting, if an issue ever arises, your service technician will know the exact state the system should be in and will be able to find the problem much faster. That means a faster resolution to a working system for you and less time for a technician on site. Secondly, when an upgrade does come around, and they always do, we can know exactly what's installed and can provide better recommendations, more cost-effective products to get you where you want to be. Next, let's head on over and look at a full set of drawings. We have a drawing set here for Fictus Financial. They are a fake bank that I made up based on an older project that we completed, and while the design is a little dated, you'll see some composite video in there. It still works for learning the basics of reading these types of drawings. So let's dive in. So the first page here, pretty standard, title page. On the right-hand side, you'll see a banner that gives you relevant information, and that's repeated across every single page in the drawing set. The ones that will be important to you to know are the drawing page number, that's in the bottom right, and then the drawing title here will tell you exactly what's on that page. So next up, you have the table of contents, some symbols and keys for you to be able to navigate and understand what symbols mean what. Then there's going to be a bunch of pages that are really relevant for the installation side of things, like connectors, maybe some mounting information, top-down device locations. These are really important for our team, especially when we're coordinating with other trades, such as electrical, sealing, or fire and safety, so that we can make sure that we pull off the best project that we possibly can. Now, it's also used to give you the assurance that you know what you're getting. For example, we want to make sure that you know the end user experience that you're going to have is going to be a high quality one. So we've mocked up the podium that's going to be at the front of this space. Next, we get to the line diagram side of things. This is what tells you exactly what's connected to what. We'll come back to this in a second. More pages of that. Then the elevations of the rack drawings. So it basically tells you exactly what's in the rack, where it is. And then finally, some plate connectors. So let's go back up to that line diagram and really dive into the meat of this. So how you read a line diagram is that you can expect that on the left-hand side is going to be input devices. So that's going to be microphones, cameras, user devices such as a laptop, and then that's going to move to the right. It's going to go to processing in the center, and then on the far right, it starts to get to the output devices. It's going to be a speaker, a projector, maybe a display of some kind. Each box represents a component in the physical space. For example, this digital signal processor, we can see the exact make and model of it on the bottom, how much space it takes up in the rack, then all the types of connections that come into it. Next, we'll pop onto this video page here that we skipped over. One important thing to note is that it doesn't always fit on one page. So these are all the inputs on this page. As we can see, the sources there. And then on the next page is the destinations. So how we navigate between those pages is we actually have flags that we can use. So for example, here we have 16, and that tells us that it's going to AV203. We are on AV202 here, 203, and I've seen this before, so I know that it's down here, coming from AV202 into 16 there. Next, let's document some changes, or as it's casually called, redlining. So if, let's say we wanted to add a microphone to our control room to sort of use as a talkback microphone for the operator, we can see that our DSP has two inputs available on it. So what we can do is on Adobe Acrobat, at least, we can come over here to the comments section, make a little text box here. And let's say we're going to use an SM58 from Shure, pretty standard dynamic microphone. Next, we'll draw our pencil tool, put a connection right in there, hit save, and then we're good to go. We've got that locked in, but let's say, for example, that we just didn't have space right there. We had to bring our microphone over here, and drawing all the way over there just doesn't seem feasible. So what we can do instead, you'll see over here these little circle letter flags. That'll tell us that those connections are on the same page. So we can do this very similar thing, make a circle there. And I know from experience the next letter is D that we have available to us. So we'll draw that there. Do the same thing up here. You can do it better than me, but there we go. Now, without having to clog up the entire space and drawing a line there, we know that there's a Shure SM58 plugged into input 17 on our DSP. Now, finally, you just got to remember to save. And look at that. Now you're ready for the future in less than 5 minutes. If you'd like a copy of these drawings for yourself to review, you can check out our website. The link is in the description below, and send us an email. And if you've been managing your own audiovisual systems and you kind of need a break, then we would be happy to be your relief. At Aero AV Group, we make audiovisual technology simple and have a top-notch service team to match. Thanks so much for watching today, and have a great day.